Hello and welcome back to On the River. I'm your host, Joe Morgulek, and I'm excited to be back with you this week, bringing you the latest in local information for our beautiful Blue Water area. We've got several interesting topics to cover this week, including the Michigan Reconnect Scholarship, as well as efforts put forth by the state of Michigan to clean up our water, and infrastructure improvements that are still waiting for word back in Marine City. We've got these topics to dive into, and more, so without further ado, I'd like to get started by hitting on an effort put forward by the Friends of the St. Clair River to educate those interested on some interesting environmental topics. Friends of the St. Clair River is hosting a recurring event referred to as Wetland Wanderers. Said to be a free outdoor summer exploration program, the event will be taking place 2 more times over the course of the summer, with one event held on July 21st and one on August 18th. The event takes place at Wetlands County Park, where families are encouraged to dig in the water and mud, searching for macroinvertebrates. These organisms are important to the aquatic food chain, and this importance will be stressed by Amy Meeker-Taylor, who is an environmental educator introducing participants to these organisms, as well as other aspects of the wetland habitat and wildlife. Depending on the type and the number of macroinvertebrates found, the wetlands are assigned a water quality score that can range from excellent, good, fair, or poor. The coastal wetlands are part of a new urban county park which has been redeveloped from a rail yard that was centuries old. This makes the water quality scores very important for tracking improvements to wildlife habitat and ecosystem health, as was stated in the recent release from the Friends of the St. Clair River. If you have any interest in taking part in one of these upcoming meetings, you can register online by visiting scriver.org. The event is free, but registration is required. Also in the news for this week, I want to inform our viewers that the previous week of June 5th through the 13th was named Great Lakes and Freshwater Week in Michigan. While I was out for the week and unable to record a show prior to the start of the event, several Great Lakes themed informational meetings and opportunities to share stories within the community arose. So I would like to take some time to recognize the efforts being put forward to ensure the safety of our Great Lakes. The biggest update from the clean water community is the Michigan Clean Water Plan, rolled out by Governor Gretchen Whitmer, which plans to invest $500 million in water infrastructure from source to tap and make improvements in wastewater systems to prevent sewage from getting into our lakes and rivers. The plan also targets the spending of $80 million to address climate change, as increasing impacts on the Great Lakes and other water resources continue around the state, especially in coastal communities. In addition to these efforts by the government to maintain safe water sources and a healthy environment, residents of the state are encouraged to spread the word of our appreciation and attempts to maintain the quality of our wonderful Great Lakes surrounding our beautiful state of Michigan. Also for this week, as the summer marches on, the Michigan Liquor Control Commission is urging residents to be responsible with their use of alcohol during social gatherings, particularly around water during the summer. In a recent release from the MLCC, it was said that alcohol contributes to at least 20% of all adult deaths due to drowning each year, and as high as 41% for young adults between 15 to 29 years old. Alcohol impairs your coordination, lessens your ability to react quickly, and distorts your depth perception, which can result in injuries from diving into shallow water, misjudging the depth of the water or the strength of a current, and blacking out and slipping under the water. The article continues encouraging those who choose to drink to wait a while before drinking, or after drinking rather, considering that a single beverage takes about 1 or 2 hours to metabolize. Additionally, they encourage those who choose to drink to watch which drinks they choose, as alcohol by volume is a lot lower in a can of beer than the alcohol content in grain liquor or vodka. While many may choose to drink this summer, it is highly encouraged that those who do make the decision have the good sense to act responsibly with the substances that they take in. Next for the week, I want to share with you that a new wave of applicants can now apply for the Michigan Skills Scholarship Program through Michigan Reconnect. As was stated on their release, the scholarship program provides up to $1,500 to aid in tuition coverage at a private training school or program for adults 25 years and older seeking a skills certificate. The scholarship is part of the Michigan Reconnect program and offers certificates and finds high-demand professional trade careers in the industries of business management, construction, healthcare, information technology, and manufacturing. The scholarships will be awarded on a first-come, first-served basis to the first 1,000 applicants who enroll with an eligible training provider. Job seekers are encouraged to explore in-demand careers on the Michigan Reconnect website to align their course of study and make a more informed decision about their future. To learn more about the Skills Scholarship or to apply, visit michigan.gov/reconnect. Also in the news for this week, Marine City officials are still waiting to find out if a state-level grant will go through. If all goes well, $1 million worth of infrastructure improvements and road repairs will be executed in Marine City. City commissioners applied for the Community Development Block Grant dollars with the intentions of improving water-related infrastructure through the Michigan Economic Development Corporation. The grant was open to very few small communities, and in our county, Marine City was the only one. If successful, the funding is expected to go toward major infrastructure upgrades on 4 roadways, those being South Main Street, Alger, Pleasant, and 5th Streets. While the grant aims to replace old water infrastructure underground, the replacement of aging roads is expected to be a welcome upgrade for the residents of the city. Lastly, for this week, I want to encourage residents of St. Clair and perhaps residents of neighboring cities as well to come down to the St. Clair Plaza anytime between 8 p.m. and 12 a.m. on Friday and Saturday nights throughout the summer to enjoy the wonderful festivities put on by local organizers. Each weekend and Sunday afternoon, live bands come to the St. Clair Plaza to perform for those who are interested. Festivals usually draw great crowds of attentive listeners and like-minded people who share a passion for socializing and developing a sense of community. The bands booked to play at these events are very talented and range in varieties of musical genre, with classic rock being the primary style of music played downtown. Organizers have worked very hard and local sponsors have invested in the opportunity with the intentions of making St. Clair more fun and attractive for current residents and visitors as well. For all of these reasons, I want to extend my encouragement to those interested that they may find the time to make it downtown and enjoy one of these great weekly events put on by the City of St. Clair. That's going to do it for this week's local news. As you all know, I like to end my On the River segment by introducing you to one of the great freighters that you may see passing by on our beautiful St. Clair River. This week, I would like to introduce you to a self-unloading bulk carrier that was built in 2 sections by the American Shipbuilding Company out of Toledo. The ship, referred to as the Edgar B Spear, was launched in 1980 with a rated service speed of 14.75 knots. The ship is capable of carrying over 73,000 tons at her maximum midsummer draft. The Spear is built as a sister ship of the Edwin H. Gott, sharing the same design and similar statistics. Another member of the elite class of 1,000-foot freighters, the Spear stands out for its classic design and powerful engine. When passing by on the lakes, you can hear the whir of the engine from the shoreline, and the sound of the boat passing by can sometimes be heard even indoors. If you happen to see the Edgar B Spear passing by on the lakes, I would absolutely encourage you to stop and check it out. That's going to do it for this week's local news. I hope you all found something of interest to take away from the show this week. We're expecting sunny weather for the next several days and for the weekend as well. I hope you all get the chance to make it out and enjoy temperatures in the mid-70s with sunshine and good vibes. Once again, I'm your host, Joe Morgulek, and this has been On the River.